we're going to get started putting some subfloor down, only so I can walk on it and not fall through the floor. Also so we can lay out our plan to make sure that it's working okay. So I've got some cardboard that I'm going to use a scribe so I can get around the corners properly. Also what I've done is I've gone and bought some plywood which I'm going to use. I've bought this one here, is a 7mm, and this one here is a 9mm. The reason why I've bought two different ones here, just here there's a lip between there and there. This part here is where the floor will sit. We've got this lip, so the floor sits here. We've got this lip, and then we've got this lip to the wheel arch. 7mm and 9mm to see which one will fit this lip. And it's the 9mm that fits it, so when the 9mm's up against it, that lip is flush. I'm using the 9mm on the base to start off with. Then I'm going to put 10mm foam board in there, and then on top of that I'm going to put 15mm or 17mm or maybe even 12mm, I haven't decided, plywood on top, which will then come right over and sit on here. So this lip here, which is the same as this lip here and here, will be flat for the foam board, and then on top of the foam board is the next plywood. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm cutting out around the lip so I can get it onto the plywood properly. Alright, I've taken the measurements inside and have double checked them. I've also double checked the measurements that I've measured on the board. As my father always said, measure twice, cut once. And also got to mention, most of the stuff I've learnt has been through my dad, so he was good, even though when I used to help him, he probably thought I wasn't watching, but I was. And so, and whenever I've needed a hand, I've always rung up Dad and asked him, and he's always been willing to help me, so that's really good. So thanks, Dad. Alright, so let's get stuck into cutting this first board and see how I go, see if I learn anything from my dad. All right, okay. Well, first sheet's down, and I stuffed up, of course. I measured once, I measured twice, cut once, but I forgot to take in the account that the back wall has a bit of a slight arc in it. So the measurements I took were right, but they didn't match up because of the arc in the framework. So after redoing it again, the first one's fitting in beautifully, and now hopefully it won't be as bad on the next one. Alrighty, so I'm going to call it a day. I've got 4 sheets in. Now, these are only temporary, so it allows me to take the floor up and do everything I need to do under it. Water tanks, plumbing and electrical work. But it allows me now to map out our plan for the van or the bus, and that way Carolyn can have a look and see if she's happy with that, and also allows me to not fall down the holes and drop tools down there all the time, so that'll be nice. Anyway, I'm going to clean up and call it a day. The next day I came out and had to finish that last section with the engine bay opening in it, so it was a lot more cutting, measuring, so I had to go in and out a lot of times, as you can see. However, it all turned out all right in the end. Everything was fitting flush, ready for the engine mount covers to go back in, so it was all good. We're glad that you're joining us again for another video. Please make sure you subscribe to our channel. It just helps us along on YouTube to get a bit further up in the rankings, and more people can see our video. And make sure you like it as well. So once again, guys, thanks for joining in. We're enjoying making these videos for you. If you have any comments or any suggestions, please make sure you leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. And it's great to be in a community that is so supportive. So thanks, guys, and look forward to bringing you our next video soon. So stay tuned and have a good weekend.